Good evening and welcome back to Astro Colony, where I have been doing a lot over there. From my inventory I have nearly 19,000 dirt on me, 451 stone blocks. Yeah, I've been doing a lot, and some wood as well, so yeah, there's a lot been going on over there. But we'll get to that in a minute, because I need to start this episode off with a problem. And that is these. These have stopped working, they're not moving. And the reason they're not moving may be because of an issue with time warping. Now, on a previous comment and in the Discord server, I've spoken about it, and it seems that the time warping, where you use the plus and minus keys on the number pad to speed time up, so you can speed up, see up here in the top corner, it tells you how fast you're going. That was never intended to be used for actual gameplay, and it can cause issues. I've had one issue with it where I've sped up time, I've done some bits and pieces, mainly mining stuff, and I've slowed down time again, and then I couldn't mine properly. You see the cross that tells you where you're aiming? It wasn't lined up properly. It wasn't here, it was over here somewhere, and I couldn't figure it out. I had to fly all the way away and come back in for it to fix. So I'm not really sure if that's related to it or not. However, I have been told that time warping was never intended to be used and can cause weird things. Like this. This has actually happened to me twice, and I can pretty much confirm that it is to do with time warping. I don't know whether it happens with other people that don't do time warping, but it's happened with me twice. So I've just got to cancel these off, and then basically come in here and go bop, bop, and then they should start going again. There you go, they're off. So they get confused with the time warp. I don't know whether you can go to a lower speed, not going to 16 speed or not, but basically what I'm saying is that if you use time warp, use it at your own risk, because it can cause problems. Things can go wrong, as you've just seen there. I've had a mining issue as well, which I think is related, I'm not sure though. But if you do use it and then you have problems with your game, first and foremost, quit and restart. Lots of times just quitting the game completely back to the desktop and restarting fixes so many things you wouldn't believe. But don't go into the Discord and file bug reports saying this isn't working, that isn't working, because the save file knows if you sped up time, and it wasn't intended for use, so you know it's broken probably because of that. So yeah, the other problem fix as well, obviously with bots and things, is pick them up, put them down again. Well, pick them up, build new ones. Yeah, but resetting the bots for a building does seem to fix that, so that's a workaround for it. But basically, don't use time warp. Don't do it. Don't do it. It's not supported. It's unofficial. It's not supported. Use it at your own risk. If you do use it, don't expect any support. There you go. So, what have I been doing? So first of all, this wall here. I asked last episode whether people like this or not, and people do. And I think we're going to wall the whole corridor. We're not going to do inside buildings, inside rooms, sorry, because it would look weird. That only goes up 3 blocks, 4 blocks, 3 blocks, and this is taller than that, so it would look a little strange. I also didn't get rid of those. So yeah, I think we're just going to wall the main corridor and then leave the rooms like open like this, and then put a door in here somehow, and then figure it out that way. So I'll do that. I'll wall both sides of the corridor for that, and it'll look quite cool. I think that'd be okay. I don't know about how to connect it here, because it doesn't line up properly with this wall here. So I don't quite know what to do with that. We could just wall off that there and have it look a bit. I don't know. I haven't quite figured that out yet. Maybe we'll just start the wall here, and then the dock can just be, hey, the dock is a. Yeah, the wall will come along to like here and just stop, and the dock is. And we'll, I don't know. But anyway, out here. Look it. Put a little floor here, little crossing point, just say, hey, look, this is where it starts. I need to move it forward one. And I put these concrete blocks in here because I was measuring the circle. These go all the way around in a giant circle, which is the size of this oxygen barrier. And I have been mining it out, and I've been doing it by hand because I couldn't get the drills to line up. Well, I could get them line up properly with certain places, but other places it was awkward. So I've been doing it by hand, basically. Which, takes a while. Yeah. So this will be the room. I think I have mined out all the way along. This is going to be the room where astronauts are going to live. You can see there, and it's just going to be mined out, and then there's going to be like walls either side, and that's it. I'm going to leave the concrete in around the edge just so I know where the edge is, so we don't go any further, because the barrier sometimes is hard to see when you're inside it. I come down here and stare at the wall. You can't really tell there's a barrier there. Sometimes that comes by, other times it doesn't, and you can't always tell. So I'm going to leave the blocks there. That's just my marker to say don't build any further than that. However, I wanted to build the advanced droids, the advanced miners. I said last episode, let's build the advanced miners. And I can't because it requires science. It requires science, chemistry science, that we need astronauts for. So I need to build an astronaut docking bay. So we can get some astronauts. And like last report, so I think we're going to build a tiny, just a temporary thing to get a single astronaut over here so we can do some science. And Checky can walk that far and back again. So we'll see that. I haven't upgraded those. Need to fix those. So we'll see how that goes. Someone did ask about how to filter these. In the asteroid auto catcher, it's only available in the auto catcher, not the first one. You can just pick one of these boxes here, these 4 boxes here, and if you pick one, it'll end up in the 5th box here, and that's what it's aiming for. You will get other ores because asteroids obviously have multiple ores inside them. So this has got an iron asteroid, but it will get iron and carbon from it. So you will get multiple ones, but yeah, you can filter them however you want. I've just got 2 for iron because we were struggling for iron. We're not anymore. 2,000 and 3,000. We're not struggling for iron. We're doing well. We're struggling a bit for gold, but that's okay. You can't filter these for gold. That's what the miner bots are for. You get the miner bots, and then you can just plug into a world, strip it of all its resources, and then fly away, which is possibly what we're going to do. So, I believe we want to travel west, don't we? West is where our home is. Zoop. Yep, over there. Yep, so that's east. So we want to travel west, and west is that way, I believe. I point that way and then look at my little cursor. Nope, west is... Oh, wait. West is that way. Okay, so west is through here. So we're going to go that way. So that's going to become the front of our ship, which is quite interesting. Quite interesting. But that's fine. That's absolutely fine. That doesn't particularly matter. So this is the front of the vessel. So I want to have a docking port, and I think I'm going to put it on the side, not on the front. That'd be a bit weird. We could put it on the front, and then we could use it to call astronauts in, and we could use it to dock with other planets and things. Although it would look a little bit strange. But so yeah, this is going to be the front of the station. We could also move it. There is no reason why I can't build extra docks. I have actually moved it once already. We are at a different location for docking. We originally had a dock here, and now it's moved over there, so it was lined up better with the center of the planet for the auction thing. If I put that in the center where I had it before, we would have gone over the edge here and broken into space, and it would look weird. So I moved it. So we can always move it and switch it around and put it on the side of the station or the back of the station, or whichever way you want to go, and then this could become like the central point. I kind of wanted to put one on each of the 4 directions, like a different planet type on each 4 directions. I don't know, because planet types aren't really used. Honest with you, they're not particularly used. Once you strip them for resources, you don't need them. You basically just need the platform. The game's kind of build a spaceship or a station that moves from planet to planet, stripping it of resources and move on, which I'm all down for. I'm all down for building a funky looking station that can just latch onto a planet. You let your miners go off and grab all the stuff. You latch onto another planet, and then once the first planet has been exploited of all its resources, you just dump it and move on. I like that. I kind of like that idea. But yeah, so let's look at this, and let's just go this way. Just go this way. Bring out me trusty pickaxe. Go this way here, and we want to put a docking port over there, and then use that to call in astronauts. And then we can always disconnect this and put this on that side of the station. And then the astronauts can live on the side and then walk in via corridors and do bits and pieces. So let me mine a tunnel and get a dock in. Okay, 1 dock placed later, we can get scientists to come in, but they need a few things before we can start. We need a few things. We need to build a canteen, a dining stand, a hibernation station, a school, and a study point. Now we can't build those because we need the screws to them, but we can do that. Okay, so let's build all the bits and pieces. I'm just going to put them down just here for the minute. They're just going to go any old how. Stuff will be arranged later once I finish mining all the bits and pieces out. School, which I can't build because I don't have the screws. So how do we get screws? Let's go over here, zoom, and screws are made. Screws are made in a constructor. Okay, so a constructor makes steel screws. Here they are. Okay, and it makes steel screws because all it needs is the rods, and we have some rods. So I'm just going to temporarily make some rods just so I can build this thing. Let's take 100. That's a good number, and we're going to throw it in. In fact, you know what? We'll throw it in the gold constructor because the gold constructor isn't doing a great deal. Boom. That can process some screws for us. How many do we need? We need 5, and it makes 3 at a time. Oh, that's okay. It's only going to be 20 seconds worth of work. Yay! Now it will output, and it will put it into here, and then this will hold on to them. Oh yeah, because this can use them to make gears. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. But we're going to steal them, because we need them. So okay, so that's a process there. So again, we need to figure out, like, this would have to go onto something else, and yeah, I don't see much carbon coming down here. I don't see much carbon. These are very slow at the moment, so I haven't built any more of them. I said I was going to. I haven't. Bad, very bad. Okay. School. Go there. And I'm going to fill this here. I have done this down 1 level because I'd like them to actually live on the grass. If that makes sense. They're going to live. It will come up. It will come up a level. But I mined it all the way out down 1 level because we pointed out before, when you fill in grass, 1, it's a different colour, and 2, as you can see from the wavy lines, it's not level. So I thought if I mine it all out down 1 level and then replace all the grass manually, it will be the same colour and the same level, so it will look good. And then we can put buildings in with floors, individual. So, like, you know, the habitation pod chambers can be in a room over there. The canteen can be in a room over here. That sort of thing. But they've got a big grass area in between, so it's more like a campus than anything else. My kind of plan. Then there's a study point. Okay, we'll put the study point there. Now, none of these need power. Except, I don't think any of them. Do any of them need power? Power? No, I don't think any of these actually require power, which is fantastic. Fantastic. Okay. Now this wants to make food for our budding astronauts, and to do that we need. Oh, it automatically fills with transport bot requests. Now we can't. Obviously that, yeah. So this is going to make food for us by producing the goods. This is going to fill with it from producing the goods, but I need to actually produce them, and I believe if I right click on this, it's made in the hydro generator. This is made in the kitchen. This is made in the hydro generator. That's kitchen. So we're going to make the hydro generator first. Whoop. Is that one. This one does need power, but that's okay. That's not going to be a major problem for us. So we'll put it just there because it's just easier. Power is going to be really easy. Really easy. It needs 2. And we're just going to put down 2 solar panels. Again, this I would like to put this on the grid, but I can't because you can't transfer power from one planetoid to another. Yeah, you can't because these are on the planetoid grid for this one, and they'll be on the planetoid grid for that one. So we'd have to put a solar array in here as well. Might do that. Might just put a solar array in this. Just a small one to get some power. Don't know. But right now I'm just going to slap down some power because it doesn't matter where it goes. The power is not picky. Boom, there you go. And this wants to make not 2 hydrogen. This wants to make hydrogen, and it needs water and it needs water and sulfur, quartz. Sorry, not sulfur. We have quartz on us because I've been mining things, so we have quartz. We just need to give it water. Now to get water, we have to break down ice, which is awkward because it means we need another machine here. Mine. Oh. We need the utility, the ice breaker. The icebreaker does exactly what it says on the tin. It takes ice and it breaks it, which is exactly what we want. So I'm going to put it, yeah. Because there is a quirk with the icebreaker, which got me a couple times. It requires 5 power, so we're going to have to add some more power to this system here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let me just run the cable down there. Again, solar panels are not picky. They don't care if they're in the shade, if they're facing the right way. They just work. So there we go. Okay, and this will take ice and break it down. Now, in order to get the ice out as water and into here, you need to pipe it. But you can't pipe directly. This is the weird quirk that I don't quite get, but I accept it. If I was to do this, then it would go completely the wrong place. It would go down in the world. Wow, how far down did I go there? Whoa. Okay, that was a lot of water pipe. Pay attention when you're building. If we come across here, like this, and did this, that won't work. I don't know why it doesn't work. It just doesn't. The icebreaker will break down the ice, and the water will go nowhere, and you'll just waste the ice. Which is a little annoying. It's a little annoying this building doesn't like stop when it's full. But it does that, and it can't store anything. It has no storage. This has no storage. So you have to, in the pipe, put in a water cell. Oh, there we go. And then this says now, well, it still says 0 there, but now the water will flow out into the cell and from the cell into there. I don't know why it does that, but it just does. It's just a thing. So must use a water cell. If you're having issues with your water, make sure there is a cell somewhere in the network. And you can stack these cells, and they are a water reservoir. You stack them as many times as you want, and it builds as much as you want. Now, do bear in mind, this will produce 5 water every 10 seconds, and this consumes 2 water every 12 seconds. So that means this will fill the reservoir with water, because it's not consuming as much as it needs, and it will then waste your ice. It will break the ice down, it has nowhere to go, it just disappears. And I don't know why. Unless that has been fixed, unless it was a bug, I don't know. I haven't used this in a little while, so let's grab some ice, which will be over here. I didn't have any on me. Nope. Zoop. We should have some ice in here. Oh yeah, we got a bit of ice in here. Let's grab, split it in 2. Boom. I don't know what else ice is used for. I don't want to use all of it yet because, so we come here, zoom, boop, we dump our ice in here, buff. The ice in 10 seconds gets broken down into 5 water. The water comes in here to make hydrotonic. There we go. Okay, over 12 seconds. And then you store the rest of the water there. So it's stored 3. Then next time it goes around, it's going to store 8 because of that. And then that's going to consume 2. And then eventually this is going to fill up, as I said. And then once it's filled up, I want to say it's 100. I want to say it stores 100. I'd have to double check that. But it will store all the water. And then once it's full, it will continue running and just waste your ice. So you might want to come and check it out and look at it. What I tend to do is I'm going to build bigger storages here. I say you can stack these. I mean, you can build a bigger storage like this. You can't actually physically stack them on top of each other. So there you go. So now that should have 400 water storage, I think. Don't quote me on that. I might be wrong for the storage. So this can run for a while, and then I can come back when it's near 400 storage or when I see it's full, because it does actually fill up. It does actually have water in there, and you will see it fill up. And once it does fill up, we can turn that off and then let it run until that runs out, and we'll be good. So as long as it stores more than 620 water, we'll be okay, because we can turn this off and 1,200 water, which it won't do. 1, 2, 3, 4. It might store more. I don't know. But yeah. So we'll use the quartz to make hydroponics. Hydroponics will then go into here, which is fantastic. I don't know if our bots will travel all the way down here to do this. I don't think so. I think they're too busy doing stuff up there for the minute, so we have to kind of manually do this, which is fine for the minute. I'm fine with doing that manually for the moment. Boom, we'll slap that in there. Boom, there you go. You've got hydroponics. Let's call an astronaut. Astronaut. We want to call a single astronaut. Boom, there you go. And in 86 seconds, an astronaut is going to come zooming in through our station, which will be very interesting to see. However, we're going to have to wait until next episode because, yeah, that's the thing. We've hit the time limit. I'm trying to keep these to about 20 minutes or so because they're easier to digest. So, yeah. Okay, we shall come back next time where we will have an astronaut delivered to us and we can train. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this one. I hope to see you again in the next one. And until then, as always, have fun.